time for the Giz Wiz with Mad's Maddest writer, Dick DeBartolo. This is episode 1715, recorded Thursday, February 21st, 2019. Feeling a little hoarse. On this episode of the Giz Wiz, we have some gadgets from Toy Fair. I head to the crappy corner in the garage, and believe me, there are some cobwebs, so we try to sweep those out for you. A viewer video and an awesome letter, all next on the Giz Wiz!
It's the same dumb show with Dickie D and OMG chat on your PC. It's time for the Giz Wiz because gadgets are his business. They've got a gizmo sickness, geek disease, under pathology, rows and rows of USBs, glowing LEDs. Get ready for the Giz Wiz now.
Now, and here he is, our technical technician of gadgets, Dick DeBartolo. How you doing, Dickie D?
I'm doing fine, sir. And you?
Doing good myself. I can't believe that February is like almost over.
I know. We'll tape one more show in February, and then it's gone.
How? 2019 is like just slipping by. It's going by so fast. Oh, man. So yeah, nothing really big happened in my world over the last week.
Oh, well, a couple things here. Ooh. Yesterday celebrated the end of 12 years of Giz Wiz. So today is the beginning of year 13 of the Giz Wiz. And we're moving into year 5, thanks to our Patreons.
This is the most lucky year of the Giz Wiz. This is exciting.
Yeah, can you believe it? It started in February 20th, 2006.
It's like before YouTube even existed.
I know. YouTube and on AOL it was just me and another guy. No, I think there were 3 people at Twit. It was Leo, and I forgot.
Colleen? Jammer B?
No. No. Jammer B came way later. I'm blanking out the guy's name. Frederic was there. Yes. Yeah. Frederic was there. Dane Golden was there.
Oh, Dane, yes.
Yeah, I think he was gone by when you joined.
I was, I think he left like 2 weeks before I met Dan Golden from I forget.
Dane, yeah.
Dane. I met him when they were doing live CESs and stuff because they always hired Brushwood. And so I met him a few times there. Saw him at South by Southwest and that sort of stuff.
So it just proves you don't have to be that great to last 12 years.
No.
On the internet.
No, you just have to be dedicated to ignore all of the bad reviews and the criticisms that say this is just a crummy show, shouldn't exist on the internet. As long as we just push through all that,
exactly.
Even you could do something for 12 years.
Yeah, exactly. And of course, Toy Fair is in town. Was in town. So Toy Fair is one of my favorite shows. It's not CES, but it's still big. It's about 30,000 attendees and 1,000 companies. But the real advantage is that the company, Kellen, that does the PR, I've done it for so many years. They know the kind of stuff I'm looking for. When I go, they have a big list. And they say, you might like this, you might like that, you might. And I said, well, how do you know all this? And they said, we come in days early and we set up meetings with every manufacturer and they come to the press room and demonstrate what's brand new.
This is, can every fair be this Giz Wiz friendly? That'd be amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so I say, I like this, I like this, I like this, I like this. And while I'm talking to them, getting some specs as to how many people are there and everything, they make a chart of the fastest way to walk.
What? Oh my gosh.
They send somebody with me.
Oh my gosh.
They sent somebody with me with the big Toy Fair, we're biggies here.
Is this like a bouncer? Like, excuse me, Dickie D is coming through. Excuse me.
Not exactly, but they'll just say, we're with Toy Fair PR, and we have someone here who'd like to do something really quick. Can we get so-and-so? So it's Alex and Zach are the 2 people who, wouldn't that be great if CES could do that?
Oh my gosh. Yes, please. A concierge, basically. That's what that really is.
Yes, exactly.
I need a a trade show concierge to look at all the booths before we get there. Exactly, just go, oh, you'll like this, you'll like that. Here's a map and how to get there. Lunch will be served at noon. Just show up here.
Well, that's one thing I must say for CES, and I think you'll agree. They take care of food services better than any show I've ever been at.
Oh yeah. And I mean, they give press. I'm still floored at how much they give to press. Basically, if you're part of the press, you have a nice lounge, you have internet, you have power, you have a room separated from everything else. Your ticket is paid for. You get lunch.
Not your airline ticket. You
not
get
your
in
airline
for free.
ticket.
Yeah.
But into the show.
You get a box lunch every day.
Yeah. They don't hotel, flight, transportation. They don't cover any of that.
No.
But once you're at the show, they really do take care of their press, which I'm always floored by. In fact, it spoiled me because like I'd go to something else and be like, so I'm press, and where's the lunch?
Yeah, I know. You go in and you go, where's the press room? And they go, this is it.
And this is,
and I go,
this is a hallway. This is actually not a room at all. This is. There's people walking by us. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Is there internet? Is there? Well, you could use my phone. You want to use my phone?
Exactly. I think there's a Starbucks 2 blocks that way. That's what they say. So yeah. Anyway, Toy Fair. That's awesome that they treat us so well at Toy Fair.
Toy Fair is great. So I'm going to do Toy Fair this week and next week, and then stuff from the Houseware show that is opening in Chicago, and then maybe one more week of toys. So nothing new with you?
Not really. It's been a pretty normal. I'm trying to think. Is there anything super exciting? Not really. This is actually, I mean, I've gotten more work done over the past month than I did, I feel like all of last year, because I haven't been flying out to locations every weekend. I haven't been having, crazy schedules. So it's actually been really, really nice. Personally, I started 2 new YouTube Minecraft series on my personal channel. I hadn't uploaded to youtube.com/OMGChad in like a year and a half. And so now I've started 2 different series on that channel. OMG Craft, it's confusing because I have OMG Chad and OMG Craft as 2 different. And then I also have the Giz Wiz as another thing. And then I have my Twitch streams. So I started 2 series on there. Probably this audience wouldn't enjoy them. It's kind of aimed at like elementary school kids, but
oh wait,
well, actually, you know what? Maybe this audience,
you're right. What are you kidding? What are you kidding?
They could. So that's really what I've been focused on the last week. So not a whole bunch of gadget stuff. Oh, I did. This isn't quite as gadgety. It's more wood shoppy, but I did go to a warehouse sale. So there was this basically a liquidation sale of tools. I ended up picking up a table saw, a miter saw, an air compressor, and I think that's it. Oh, and a bag of like whole bunch, like circular saws and sawzall and stuff like that. So I got some more stuff for my wood shop in my garage that I now is just sitting on the floor, and I need to like make an actual shop. But I have all the tools, which is the biggest step. So yeah.
Oh, I think that's great.
Yeah. So yeah, that was basically it for me.
Okay.
So let's jump in, I guess.
Well, let's jump in. Okay. You know what? I have an idea. I said to Dennis, now that I've read about it, I bet you Chad knows about Oblek. Do you?
It sounds really familiar, but I might be thinking of that Philip K. Dick novel.
Oh no! Then it's not. It's not.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Well, I'll show you the video, and then you might recognize Oblek.
Oblek. Okay, here we go.
We're gonna take a peek at Oblek. You know, Oblek. It's neutrinium with turpentine, a hint of shellac, some parsley, and oregano. How close am I, Angela?
You're way far off.
Okay.
Way far
Okay.
off.
Well, what is it? Did I say it right? Is it
Oobleck.
Oobleck.
Oobleck. It's a non-Newtonian substance, we'll say, because it's not a liquid or a solid. If we look right here, it looks sure liquid, but watch. You can pound on it, and it's a solid.
Whoa.
Now I can grab it, make a little ball in my hand, and it'll go right back to a liquid. So it's fun to play with. The kids have a great time with this. It's a solid and a liquid at the same time. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It's kind of like popcorn jelly beans. Like, what? It doesn't make sense in my mind.
And how is it sold?
We're selling it in the bags back here.
Oh, so it comes in a bag.
It comes in a bag. It's a powder form. All you have to do is add water to it. And it also is blacklight conducive, so our package also has a blacklight included.
Oh my gosh, you don't have a black light here.
I don't have one right here. These are mock-ups. We're going to be shipping in April. We're going to be the first ones to market with this, so it's a great product.
And what will it sell for?
It's going to sell for $9.99 to the customer.
$9.99, and it includes the black light.
Including the black light, and it comes in 5 different colors and white, or 6 colors if you consider white a color.
Or lack thereof.
And we don't need it.
You don't eat it. Can you eat it? Yes. All of our products are tested to toy safety, and they're completely safe for children.
Wow.
But we don't think you should eat it.
Okay. Oh, I was going to say we have a place to come back for lunch. I think this is really great. Toy Fair 2019, Dick Debo told us.
That is crazy. It's like a weird Newtonian liquid physics thing.
Yeah, I didn't even know the name Newtonian.
Yeah.
Which is it's a solid and a liquid at the same time.
Yeah.
That's crazy. And then I started researching it, and I found another video. I think it might be a college where they made a long trough. You could run it, and I'll talk over it. They made this long trough of called Walk on Water, non-Newtonian fluid pool, and if you run across it, it is no problem.
Wow.
You can.
And this is all the way from, looks like the 70s, this video quality.
Yeah. So walking, but you can see when the camera goes down, it's a liquid.
Yeah. Ooh.
And then 2 people stand on it and they sink into it. And then we can go out after that. So see, you hop across it. It's a solid.
Oh, yeah. You stand in it.
You just stand on it. And then you sink into it.
Weird.
And then it turns out that you can make it. I think someone in the chat room just put up there.
Water and cornstarch.
It's water and cornstarch.
Wow. That's. I mean, I guess this is just a really thick soup. Really, if you think about it like that, you just put enough cornstarch in anything, it'll.
Yeah, and then I guess the people. That are marketing it put something else in it so that it'll glow in the dark.
Yeah.
But I thought maybe working with Brian, you had used this in some, because it would almost look magical.
Yeah. That
you would pour something into
we got this liquid and then let me run across it. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
That's crazy.
Exactly. So if you want to make it yourself, I put a link to a website that tells you how to make it. If not, I think she said, Science Explorers tells you, and I think it's just cornstarch and water.
Yeah. Disposing of your oobleck. I was thinking of this book, Ubik, which is
well, you could walk on that book too.
Yeah, you could. I'm sure that you wouldn't sink into it. That was what I was thinking of. But not the same at all. That is so crazy. Yeah. There's like, here's an Instructable. This is from someone in the chat. Sorry, I can't credit you. I went by so fast. But here's Instructables.
Oh yeah.
On how to make it as well.
And that's the official name is Oobleck.
Oobleck. I'm surprised that they didn't change the name and try to make it Wonder Liquid or something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
I'm not sure either.
That's who sent that.
I'm not sure either. And make it not so easy for people to look it up as to how to make it.
Yeah, exactly. Make it yourself. Make it at home in under $2.
but this one comes with a black light.
Yeah, that's pretty neat. That's pretty cool stuff. I like it.
Yeah,
I like it.
Yeah.
And you can get that at where?
Oh, it's
Science. This is it.
This is Steve Spangler Science. It's not there now. It's coming in April or May, so it'll be up there at one point. But this guy has tons of fun experiments.
That's very neat. Awesome. Very cool stuff.
Isn't it? Yeah. Now, our next thing, this is pretty clever. So this is from Hulu Toys. You may know them from Watermelon Splash.
Ah.
From Tic Tac Tongue. Remember the thing you put in your mouth and your tongue comes out and you have to knock cards down?
Yeah.
When they explain it, it's very long on the video. So I'm just going to run their 1-minute video from their website, and I'll just talk over it because their video just has some music. I think this is a very clever idea. This is getting a lot of play at the show. So they're introducing 6 dolls that have the most bendable amount of parts that any doll has. I think 40 places they're bendable. It comes with a green screen. It comes with a green stand so that you can pose her any way you want and then go into the app and put her in any city you want on magazine covers. And then, Chad, they have their own YouTube channel where people can post their videos. They have their own Instagram pages. And it's 6 different dolls. And the hair of the dolls comes off so that you can then put the doll into the app and make the doll into anything you want with hairstyles and under $15.
Wow. So they're really aiming. I mean, it's so obvious from this video. They're aiming for the Instagram generation. So
that is exactly.
These are like personalities that you can make your own, share on your social, and then they have the YouTube element and everything.
Yes, Momsworth has it exactly right. Doll influencers.
Doll influencers. There you go. Oh my God. And they have, this is their Instagram page. I mean, this is something Barbie should do.
Oh, you know, it's so funny, Chad. I looked up and I said, someone put a Giz Wiz doll up there? And I realized our Giz Wiz logo is down in the corner there.
There it is.
And when you stopped,
the Giz Wiz doll.
Oh my God, look at everybody's posting Giz Wiz dolls.
Right, there we go. That's funny.
I think it's a very clever idea.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of talk about it at the show, especially since you can do so many things with the doll, redesigning it after you buy it, and the fact that each doll is under $15. This is one time, don't go to Amazon because it looks like the people at Amazon are buying them at Walmart.
Right, and reselling them.
Yeah, and reselling them because Walmart is the only place licensed for 3 or 6 months to sell them.
Yeah, it says actually at the end of this video, available at Walmart.
At Walmart.
So yeah, that's so interesting. And that's a really cool element of a very customizable doll with wigs and accessories. I mean, it's not a new concept, but
the green screen, I think,
the green screen and having the app that'll immediately take it out so you can easily post on Instagram. Like having all that built around a doll is very smart. I feel I'm like, if I was them, I'd be really worried about like Mattel and like Barbie. Like, please don't develop an idea that's exactly this, but with the brand name of Barbie, please. That'd be great.
And incredibly posable. So if you want to play,
that's something Barbie doesn't have.
I think I don't know if they were accurate, but they said Barbie has 8 bends in it.
Yeah.
And this doll has 40. So if you have the patience to do animation, you could do that with the doll.
Yeah.
And you can also superimpose the doll into your own photographs with the green screen.
Yeah,
so,
I agree.
Yeah. I think Snap Star dolls will do very, very well.
Yep. Okay, cool.
This third thing is it's very clever, and here I am riding into Toy Fair.
Okay, giddy up.
So this little guy, it's not a little guy. This is like a big guy, all right? This is kind of fun. This is Pony Cycle.
Oh my gosh.
Okay,
Can't believe
now
it holds an adult.
you really can't buy this guy, but look at these guys down here. They work the same, and they start at $219. That's the little guy. And then the bigger guy
Unicorn.
is $259. They're really beautifully made, and the company is called Pony Cycle.
I think kids will love these.
Yeah, I could totally see that. I love how the way that you cycle it, you kind of have to bounce up and down like a real horse.
I need a shovel for cleanup. Well, I'm going to ride back to the car. Bye.
It seems pretty simple, right? You just push down on the pedals.
Yeah, yes, you push down, and it's like you're riding a horse. It's like a galloping motion to move it forward. Now, something they didn't tell me at the show, and I think it's kind of silly, is there is a new version that has lighted wheels. Now, to me, that kind of destroys the illusion that you're riding a pony.
Yeah.
That the wheels light up as it rolls along. And that's why most of them say non-electric. I assume.
Yeah, I can see this, like no battery, no electricity.
Yeah, because now you have 4 lighted wheels. You have to get into having batteries or whatever.
Yeah. This one doesn't say no battery, I don't think.
So they make 2 different models. I think one is like 4 to 6, and one is 6 to 9 or 5 to 9. The weight, she said 88 pounds, but I'm not sure. Maybe that's for both. For either one of them can hold up to 88 pounds. And the one I was on.
Yeah, that was like a promotional.
Obviously, they just built for promotion purposes.
Yeah.
But the ride look, I think, is really great.
Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. I think its biggest competition is just a normal bicycle, coming in at $200-something.
Yeah.
It's kind of expensive, but I could see if it's a little bit better than, like, say, one of those motorized, battery-operated cars. Let's give you something that's different than a bicycle, but and more stable.
Yes. And this has some exercise benefits.
Yeah, exactly. You still have to exercise to use it. Exactly. So I like that about it. The Pony Cycle.
Pony Cycle.
Man, if I was playing like cowboys, like that would be the coolest thing.
Oh my gosh.
The coolest thing. To have an actual horse. Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah. No, me, yeah. So don't ride up on your unicorn when we're playing cowboys.
No, this is Western, not fantasy. Get out of here, unicorn. We are in a Western. Don't destroy.
You go in the fantasy section over there.
Exactly. That's hilarious. That's awesome. I really like that. That's really cool.
Yeah, that is great fun. I'll do 3 more next week. But now, that leads us to...
Hoo-hoo!
You don't need it, but you might want it at Chad's Crappy Corner. Get it.
Okay. Well, I'm all tangled up. 1 second. I think, there we go. Okay, fixed. I actually went out to the garage to grab a little device. I have it here with me, but we'll jump into the video first and then pop back out. So here is me earlier. Hey Diggity, so we are actually in the garage for this garage gadget. I decided why not take some inspiration from my actual garage from gadgets that I use every day. Enter the Coleman cable. This is a portable wireless remote, and I have used this or something like this for many years in my garage and also in my studio. The idea is that this is a small little remote that you can turn on and off a normal just wall plug. And I actually have this sitting right here. This is a second one that I use. And that remote controls the work light that I have just behind me. So I can turn it on and I can turn it off with the flick of a switch just here on the wall. And as you can see, I use just a little hanger just to keep it there all the time. My cat's yelling at me. I can take it off and I can move it over here. So right here is the wall plug that is working the work light up there. And so I can turn it on and I can turn it off with this wireless remote. This extension cord goes all the way over here to this work light right here. So that is really all it is, and it's really inexpensive, and you can find them easily at Walmart. This is about $17 for one device. I have seen other devices that have 2 plugs at the back with multiple remotes. And I use this also, I used to use it in the Giz Wiz studio. Now I use a YThings app controlled device. But I currently use this in my other streaming studio. One thing that I really like about it is that this remote basically never fails. It always works. And you don't have to pull up your phone. You don't have to pull up an app in order to quickly turn stuff on and off. It's super fast. It's really reliable. And that's really what I like about it, is that you don't have to load up an app, which can sometimes take a little while to get it to work. So that's my little garage gadget for this week.
All right, so Nick is asking, is it IR, infrared?
It is not. It uses, I think, can't confirm, actually maybe I can read the back, but I think this is kind of the old 2.4 hertz stuff, because, yeah, no, it doesn't need to be within line of sight at all. I use it all the time, far away.
So Chad, if you have 2 of them, are they like A and B?
Yes, so this one has a tiny itty bitty sticker on it that says channel F. I'm not sure if that's gonna focus or not, but that says channel F on it right there. There we go, barely, there you go. And the one that I have downstairs says channel B. Now, basically in the store, you'll be able to look at that sticker. If you buy it online, not sure you'll be able to purchase one. And I have not been able to find any way to change that frequency. So there isn't like a little dip switch or anything in there that will change the frequency. So I would suggest going into a Walmart to make sure you don't have 2 of the same channels. So yeah, this is RF, not IR.
You know, actually, if you had multiple garage lights, you could then buy all A units, right?
True.
And then you use one remote to turn on everything.
And you can also, you know, this is basically just a standard plug, so you could also plug a power strip into this.
Oh, yeah.
And extension cables off. I mean, but if you're in a situation where that won't work. And the other thing, I mean, is if it's pretty obvious, because this is just, you know, the nature of this is what it is, but this little remote is so simple to just drop anywhere. In my studio, in the streaming studio, instead of having this on the wall, I have it on my desk. That way I don't have to stand up and move anywhere to turn on and off the lights. I can just quickly turn it on and off. And when this was used for the Giz Wiz, I had this remote in here. And so if we were ever demoing a thing that needed the studio lights off, I'd just go and quickly turn it on and off. Currently in the Giz Wiz, I use one of these, the iHome plugs, which, you know, you've seen a version like this. And to be honest, I would return this and get one of these instead, because, like I said, it just never fails. It always works. It's super fast, and you never have any connection issues, and there's almost never a time that I need to use my phone. Like, I'd rather use my phone than track down this little remote. The battery, though, I will say, the battery on this remote is not standard. It's a little... I don't know what you'd call that thing, but it's a itty bitty. I think that's the code on it right there. L1028 is what I think it says. L1028F. So it is a non-standard battery, but
it's probably going to last a long time.
Yeah,
right?
That's exactly it. I think that, I don't remember which one, but one of them I bought when I was still living in LA. And so that would be almost 4 years at this point, and I haven't had to switch out the battery ever. So I really like it and use it all the time. So not really that crappy of a corner device, kind of a device that I really, really like. This is the exact one that I remember buying, although the remote looks slightly different. And that's the remote that I have. This photo has a slightly different one. Oh, this is even more different. Okay, well, it looks like they have a whole bunch of different variations of this product. But this is the one that I know that I picked up. This is exactly it from Walmart.
Walmart, okay.
Yeah, I picked this one up from Walmart.
Oh, you didn't pick up any of your influencer dolls while you were there?
No, I should have.
Yeah, you should have. Now that you know, if you ever have to return that.
What was I thinking? I should have picked up some Snap Stars there. And one more thing is that this is a little bit weatherproof. It does say on the back of this, rain tight. Do not immerse in water. So it can take a little bit of stuff outside, although it couldn't get dunked. So anyway, that's my Crappy Corner gadget, a gadget I use all the time and love.
Let me ask you a quick question. Yeah. Why are some smart plugs, like the one you have next to you, why are they so big?
I don't know. I really don't know.
I mean, I finally found one on Amazon that actually didn't block another outlet.
I know.
But some of them...
The only thing I can think of is like, this must be so much more complicated than it seems, because I've been really frustrated that a lot of smart things need, I think I said why things, but I meant this. But
Davey says because they have tubes inside.
Exactly. A lot of smart devices need a base station, so they're obviously not working off of Wi-Fi. And if they do work off Wi-Fi, maybe that chip needs to be far enough away from the plug to work. Like, I don't know, because it seems like it should be as small as one of those like little cubes that you charge your phone with, you know? It seems like it should be that itty bitty and just plug it in and it'll work. But I agree. And to be honest, I've never really been super, this one got kind of close to really good, but it falls off the network all the time. Like right now, I doubt that I could turn it on and off. Let me try. Yeah, it says no response, and I have to.
The same with mine. My Christmas lights were on one of those, and it goes, "That is not plugged in." And I go, "Really? Like I can see it. See, it is." I show my phone. I turn the phone around. I go, "Look, that's it. It's plugged in."
Yeah, I would have gotten rid of this a long, long time ago if it weren't for the fact that it does have a switch on the side of it, so I can just reach down and click it.
Yeah.
And so that's literally how I use it, is I just reach down and I click it, and I have used it that way for probably a year, because I can't be bothered to put it back on the network, because it falls, whenever I have, it's fallen off the network like within 2 weeks. So, I mean, get out of here. So yeah, so this has been awesome, because this always works. It's never, ever failed. So anyway. With that, let's move on to Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
They're geeky and they're goofy, together they are loopy. When gadgets pass away, he takes them out to play in Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
Woohoo!
And our email says, "Hi, Dick and Chad. Our submission for Dick's Gadget Warehouse segment is my Palm Pilot. I've been meaning to make this video for a few years now. I finally got around to doing it. And it's signed Jeff and Hugo Sewell, or Swell, I'm not quite sure, Sewell. And here's their video.
My name's Hugo.
And my name is Jeff, and we want to show you our Palm Pilot from our Gadget Warehouse.
Now, let's open it.
Yes, this is my Palm Pilot.
Is that an Apple Pencil?
Palm Pilot 3X made by 3Com. Some features are, you turn it on with the button here, you hold it down,
it still works.
And there's a backlight. But the coolest thing is, of course, the graffiti language. I don't have the stylus, but luckily the Apple Pencil is backwards compatible. So this is how you write in graffiti. So this is an A, this is a B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M. So let's write your name, Hugo.
H.
H, capital H.
And U.
U.
And G.
G.
And O.
O. Well, I'm not sure what happened to the dock, but I take this out and it slides into a dock, and the contactors are here. It takes 2 AAA batteries. I have it so it velcros into the case. You have a slot for a stylus here and an infrared sensor, and you could sync it via local, where you plug it directly into an RS-232 port on your computer, or you can sync it using a modem.
Hey, I'm going to show you how it works. Go down here first to see what's all around.
Hugo's a very good
Or how
gadget
to
reviewer.
show what's all
Yeah.
around. And this is the calendar. Show you the notepad and app to rate stuff. Okay, it's right here. Okay. So this is one.
Show them how you can draw in this area.
Okay. So here's how you draw in this area.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
it
it's doing
works.
the Giz Wiz logo.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
Oh, maybe it's
S.
Snoopy.
This is S.
Yep, that's an S.
Oh.
Good job.
Yeah, it's an S.
Each one of the applications still has a menu system. You open it by pushing this button, and you can beam notes using the infrared sensor, new note, beam note. We love the Giz Wiz.
We love the Giz Wiz.
Thanks.
Thanks.
That is awesome. I love it.
So
Oh my
how many
God.
years older do you think the Palm Pilot is than Hugo? Probably a lot, right?
I guess like 20?
Chat room, when did the Palm Pilot come out?
Yikes. I don't know.
You know, because wasn't there one Palm Pilot color at one point?
To be honest, like the Palm Pilot is is older than me. You know, like I don't.
Oh, someone
I
said
don't
around
even remember.
1995.
Like, I don't remember.
You don't
I
remember the Palm Pilot at
Pilots.
all?
No, I do. Like, I remember seeing them. I remember thinking that they were awesome, but never knowing any specifics. I mean, from
Okay.
one
Chat
Palm
room
Pilot
is
to the
saying
next.
95 or 96, about 23 years ago.
I think that was what the Palm Pilot 3 was. He was showing off.
Yeah, he was showing the 3.
Oh my gosh! Whoa, there's some expensive ones apparently. The Palm 3 came out in March 1998. So it's 11 years. Well, I guess 9 years
21
after I was born. So I don't. But yeah, that's 20 years ago. 21.
21 years ago, right?
Yeah. Whew. Wait, is that right? 19? Yeah. 21.
21 years ago.
Yeah, wow.
Well, it's
So-
certainly older. It's certainly before Hugo was born.
Yeah, definitely. I would say.
And
like
you didn't know him when you were, what, 5?
No, not me. That's crazy.
And it was
mean-
$249.
I'm surprised it has so much functionality. I mean, that would have been something that I feel like I would have really liked.
I think the Palm Pilot was around for a fair amount of time because they kept adding to it. And I think there was a color version, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, that's crazy. In 1998 it was 21 years ago. Holy mackerel, says Crispy. in the chat.
Isn't that unbelievable?
I know. Holy moly. I'm kind of amazed at just how much it had, like beaming stuff from. I assume you'd beam it to another Palm Pilot.
Right.
That's just so crazy. That and then the graffiti. I didn't realize that graffiti, like you had to write it in that style. I thought that you could do it kind of like you know, you could lift your pin, but it was like, no, you gotta keep the pin pressed down.
And Davey said, I have the color version of the Palm Pilot.
Wow. Wow.
So Davey, send us a video.
Yeah. Great. Make sure that you find a 6-year-old to record it with. That won't be as adorable. That was an awesome video. Thank you so much for sending that in.
That was Jeff and Hugo. So going to send you guys the current issue of Mad Magazine, actually the April issue that I just got this week, so I can send that out. And an Alfred E. Newman picture that is even older than your Palm Pilot. They're about 38 years old now, and I'm autographing one to Hugo and one to Jeff. I forgot Jeff said, I think he wanted the magazine to him and the picture to Hugo. So if you want to do a video for the show, make a 2 to 3 minute video, anything to do with a gadget, old gadget, new gadget, bad gadget, great gadget, horizontal, just make sure we can hear you and see the gadget. Put it on YouTube. There's a drop-down menu. You can click unlisted if you only want people like us to have the URL. And send that URL to mail@gizwiz.tv. Mail@gizwiz.tv. If we use it, you get the Mad Magazine and Alfred E. Newman picture if you live in the U.S. If you live outside of the U.S., I'll autograph an Alfred picture to you, directly to you, and then scan it and send you a high-res image so you can print it out anywhere else in the world and frame it. No one will know the difference. So get us your warehouse video.
Awesome. With that, let's move on to the letter.
Become the letters, your lovely letters. Become the Giz Wiz letters now.
And our letter of the week is from Princess Willie, who says, holes in the cable manager. Remember last week you showed your cable manager and we tried to guess why one of them had holes all the way around it. You don't have it in your desk, do you?
Actually, I have it. I threw it over in the crappy corner. I have it right here.
Okay. So we were wondering.
Yeah, what are these holes used for?
Yes. Okay. Princess Willie says, I do a lot of 3D printing. When you asked why there are holes in the cable manager that Chad showed, I instantly knew why. Often, especially with thicker plastics, round holes actually increases the structural integrity over a solid piece.
Wow. Huh.
So who would have guessed that?
So this one doesn't have holes.
This one's right. So that
they both
one
feel just as solid, but I assume that. Yeah, interesting.
Yeah. No, the only thing I thought they were saving plastic.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. Yeah. After you got to make 10,000 of them. You know, that amount of plastic has got to save
a lot.
Some amount. Yeah.
Well, Princess Willie, thank you.
That's cool.
Well, yeah, you see, this show is not just a piece of fluff.
No.
This is fluff plus.
Fluff plus. fluff plus brain activity every once in a while.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Yeah.
We're not just two pretty faces. Well, we are, but we're also
we're that
information
as well. Yes.
With that and so much more.
That is so cool. Interesting. In fact, I'm thinking about 3D printing. So I have these. We've been talking about webcams a lot. The Logitech Brio. I love the Logitech Brio, but one of the issues that I have with it is it's too wide angle. I don't like how wide angle it is. I want to make it more telephoto because I sit very far away from whatever. Like right now, I mean, the webcams are very far away. I don't need them to be that wide. And so I've been thinking about 3D printing a little clamp that will sit on top that I can put in, there's a lot of little iPhone attachments, so you could add a telephoto lens to an iPhone.
Oh.
I want to use one of those to see if I can clamp it on in front of a webcam to get a more telephoto
You can't just do it with software?
You can, but I feel like I'm pushing it to the limit because right now, basically I'm basically just stretching or cropping down the image and then blowing it up in order to make myself look in smaller. It's a digital zoom instead of a physical zoom, and it works okay. That's what I'm doing right now. But I'd like to see if I can just use the standard image and optically zoom it in so that I get as much resolution as I can.
Okay.
Yeah. And I have two 3D printers. I have the Monoprice Mini and then the Monoprice Mini Delta. So I don't know which one I'm going to use at the moment, but I like both of them, Captain J.
Wow. And I wanted to mention that Skype, you are forced now to use Skype.
Yeah.
When you open Skype now, it used to say, do you want to update now? And you would click no, and it would open. Well, starting last week, at least for me, you would click no, it would just close Skype. So basically, you had to download Skype. But the new Skype, as of right before last Thursday's show, it put back camera controls, more camera controls than before. So if you've been hesitant to update Skype, it looks like they listen to people. Oh, let me just see if I can move my image around. Oh, you can't. You can move your image around. You know the little box down there? You can move it any way you want. Just don't let go of the mouse.
Yes. We're talking about this one right here.
Yes.
You can move it anywhere as long as it's
anywhere
only in
you
that
want.
corner.
As long as you hold your mouse on it, because the second you let it go, it goes back to where it was.
You can see this little plus. If you let it go there, or on the check, it'll now double it, and it gets very confusing, and it's real bad. That's why, before you email, that's why there's a tiny version of Dick in the corners, because Skype forces us to keep it there. So that's why it exists.
That's exactly.
Well, let me think. Is there anything else we got to talk about? No more gadgets. That's
the what the heck is it? This week and next week. It ends next Thursday night.
I can't believe we are so
Is
close.
that ridiculous?
I know. I can't believe we're 2 months into the new year already. It feels like just yesterday. It was New Year's Eve. So head on over to gizwiz.biz, click what the heck is it on the side, and this is the gadget you are trying to figure out what the heck it is. And this is obvious. It's obviously a thing. I can't think of anything new. It's a dove neck holder. I think I've said that one already. I think it's a cast for a dove neck. Kind of looks like these are wings and a neck head hole thing. I hope you guys are more clever than I am, because I've just run out of ideas. If you think you know what this is, get a guessing. There are 6 Mad magazines for correct answers. But if you are creative, funny, and hilarious with a new answer for this gadget, there are 12 Mad magazines for you. So get a guessing or get a making up over at gizwiz.biz. This is the magazine you're playing for. I happen to have it with me right now. This is it. And so you too could have this nice piece of paper stapled together with lots of creativeness inside. So get a guessing over at gizwiz.biz. Gizwiz.tv, that's where the website lives. That's where you can catch the show live just about every Thursday, 4:30 Pacific, 7:30 Eastern Time. And if you don't catch us live, don't worry. You can catch it on after the fact. Way down here, there's all of our episodes. But we also want to give a huge thank you to our patrons over at patreon.com/GizWiz. Our show is supported by our patrons, so big thanks to you guys for supporting the show every single episode. Thank you. If you'd like the Giz Wiz, please consider giving back over at patreon.com/GizWiz. If Patreon's not your deal, don't worry. Over here on the website, on that Patreon tab, there's a little PayPal link. If you want to give one time, I think you can even you can even give reoccurring there on PayPal. But if PayPal's your thing, you want to aim for PayPal, there's also a link. So however you want to be generous, we'll humbly take that contribution. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. If you've been a patron in the past, if you're currently a patron, if you're thinking about it, thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts for supporting our show here on the internet. Starting year 13, baby! We are still going 5 years independent. That is
5 years independent. Yeah, that is good.
Huge. That is incredible. Great. And we only have the patrons to thank for that. So thank you so much for supporting our show. With that about wraps up this episode of the Giz Wiz. I'll see you next week.
I'll be here.